The happy life ingredient. You could also call this the manifestation ingredient. Not a manifestation technique, not a manifestation method. Nothing we're going to manifest. Remember, manifestation is natural. But we can know what the ingredient is that causes the manifestations in our life to be the ones that we want versus the ones that we don't want. And remember, everything in your life is a manifestation. It's effortless. You don't have to do anything. Things are constantly manifesting, and they're manifesting based on the energy that you are offering to the law of attraction, that dominant daily energy. So the ingredient that allows us to live the happy life that we want, and let's talk about the happy life for a moment. We know from, if you're listening to these videos and you're going through my book, The Book of Life, you know about the creative process, and you know within the creative process is vibrational reality, and you know how vibrational reality gets loaded up with everything that you want. So we have the happy life vibrationally. We always do. Always, always, always. Our life is always happy in vibrational reality. But we're here in physical reality with our five senses. So we want that vibrational reality to come into our physical reality. That's the big thing. How do we get it in there? It's kind of like, we want it to come in an easy way. And obviously, there's been something missing in humanity because that happy life has not easily been flowing into our physical life. And we got people all around the world trying to figure out how is it that we easily allow that to flow into our life. Of course, we have a lot of people on the planet who don't even know that there is such thing as vibrational reality. And so they have some learning to do. However, if you do know about the creative process and vibrational reality, now you're wanting to know how to let that flow in easily, right? Kind of like putting some grease on the wheels, if you will, so that they spin nice and free and flowing and easy. Because we know if they're rusty, then they're going to not really spin and flow very easily at all, and it's going to be a lot of effort to make them move. And that's what's been happening even with people who understand or at least know about vibration and law of attraction and manifesting, is that it's there seems to be something missing because it's not easily flowing into our life, the way we want it. And so that's why I want to talk about this ingredient. And the ingredient is thought, energy, a yucky thought or a yummy thought. And we're always in one or the other. And we know if we're in one or the other because our emotions tell us. So these are all the yummy thoughts. You feel like this, these positive emotions. And the yucky thoughts are these, all those negative emotions. So you always know if you're having a yummy thought or a yucky thought. And if you're having a yucky thought, you want to turn that into a yummy thought because you want 90% or more of your day to be yummy thoughts. And that will do what? It will allow those things from vibrational reality to very pleasantly and satisfyingly flow into your life. And so that's why a yummy thought is the happy life ingredient, or you could say the manifestation ingredient, because it allows for the manifesting to happen in a way that you like versus a way that you do not like. So let's look at some of the ways that we can turn a yucky thought into a yummy thought, because if we get really good at that, if we're really, really good at turning a yucky thought into a yummy thought, that means we get to live the happy life we came for, and we did indeed come for a happy life. So let's look at some of these ways. What is good about that? So if you ask yourself that question, what is good about that? So you're looking at something and your faulty beliefs, they tell you why it's not good, and other people around you could tell you why it's not good because they're influenced by their faulty belief. But the creative process gives you all kinds of ways to look at it that will tell you there's something good about it. And when you know that and you start talking about that, then all of a sudden you turn from a yucky thought into a yummy thought. So now the situation is allowing you to be in that high vibration energy that allows the path to come and flow into your life so that you're in your daily life, you're receiving the details that bring you along to receiving what you want. Let's look at another one. How is this serving me? Right? That's sort of along the same lines, just saying a little differently. But what it makes you think is, wait now, I've always thought this was a bad situation, but it's serving me. I've been learning about the creative process, and now I know that it's serving me. Let me think, how is it serving me? And when you ask that question and you know the creative process, then you're going to come up with ways that it's serving you, and you're going to know everything is all right and on track, and you can have everything you want, and then that turns you into yummy thoughts, because you can see, okay, you can see the positive side of that thing and what's good about it and how it's serving you. And now you feel yummy about it, even though the particular circumstance is not the way you want it. You can feel yummy about it because you know that it can change into what you want it to be, and you know how that happens. And so you're feeling yummy about it. What's the next one? What is a good feeling perspective about this? Again, your inner being knows very well what a good feeling perspective is on any situation in your life. You can take any situation you want at all, and your inner being, because your inner being knows the creative process, in your inner being is always feeling yummy, never feeling yucky, because it always sees that good feeling perspective. So when you ask yourself that question, then what do? You sort of put yourself in the eyes of your inner being, and all of a sudden you're feeling yummy about it. There you go. You're increasing your yumminess in the day. Those yummy thoughts are increasing. That means your vibration is going up, and the resistance is going down, and there's more flow. What's the next one? Oh, my life just got better. Okay, now to a lot of people on this planet, you could look at something and could say, oh, my life just got better. And they would look at it at face value and think, that is a terrible thing that just happened. How can you say my life just got better? But you know, because you know the creative process. You know what it really means to you. You know what's going on. And they don't. They can't see it. They don't have the access to that side of the equation. They don't know the creative process, but you do. And so now you're turning that situation. They're getting all kinds of yucky thoughts from that situation, and you're staring at the same thing and you're getting a bunch of yummy thoughts from it. So you can see the massive difference. You can probably see pretty quickly here why this is the happy life ingredient. I'm going to have fun on my way to that. Now that tells you about the path. That's one of the elements of the creative process. We know that between where we are and the things that we want to receive, there's this beautiful path full of all kinds of wonderful surprises and delights and just manifestations in and of themselves that take us along. And they are all embedded in our daily life. And they come to us in our daily life when we're having yummy thoughts. So even knowing that makes us feel yummy. So again, we don't say things about how long is it going to take, or why isn't it here, or how am I ever going to get it. We say, I'm going to have fun on my way to that. So you want to really adopt that statement, especially when a dream comes to your mind, and maybe it's a house. Maybe you want a new house. And instead of saying, where's the money going to come from, say, I'm going to have fun on my way to that. See, we're retraining our mind. Our powerful thinking mind is kind of weak at this point because we haven't really trained it in any focused way. We just sort of go along with thoughts and whatever they may be, and whatever we're observing, we go with those. So that's the way it's been, and we don't have access to the creative process perspective until we actually take the step to learn it and know it, and then we can see things so much differently than the people who don't have that. And we're all equal. None of us are better than another. We're all equal. We all have equal access to all these elements and resources, and our mind is equally powerful in one person as another. And we just got to learn to use it. We got to learn to train it to talk and think in these ways. I'm going to have fun on my way to that is way, way, way more beneficial to you than saying, where's the money going to come from? But the weak mind, the uneducated mind, is going to make that kind of statement and going to have yucky thoughts and drive their vibration down and cause themselves and their life to stay where it is. Whereas the person educated on this knowledge of life is going to know exactly what's going on, and that they had a new desire, was born, put into vibrational reality. There's a beautiful past set up, and now they're acknowledging it. I'm going to have fun on my way to this. How different is that? That is so different. So this is the way that we're going to turn yucky thoughts into yummy thoughts, and at the same time we're doing that, we're training our mind, and then it's going to become easier to find these thoughts as we go through life, and then we'll develop those habits, we'll develop new beliefs, all the old beliefs go away, and then we're living our high vibration life. So look at the power of this ingredient of yummy thoughts. It just changes everything. You just got to start. Start today. Start doing it. You may have already started to do it. Keep doing it. And of course, the other thing is you got to trust the process. You got to know the process and trust it. And trust that feeling good, yummy thoughts are as powerful as what I'm talking about here. What's the next one? I'm going to make the best of this. Okay, so you're in a situation. Maybe you're stuck in traffic and you've been stuck for a while. So you can grumble about it. Yucky thoughts. Not the vibration that's going to give you what you want. Or you can say, okay, well, I'll just have a rest. Maybe you'll close your eyes and have a rest. Maybe you'll play a game with somebody in the car with you. Maybe there's a field of daisies that you think are beautiful, so you'll spend your time observing those. Just make the best of things. The law of attraction doesn't know you're stuck in traffic. It doesn't know any of that stuff, but it does know if you're passing it yucky thoughts or yummy thoughts, because it knows the emotion that's attached to those, and that's the energy together. The thought with the emotion is the energy in the law of attraction, then is going to deliver to you one thing or the other. And we want the yummy thought version of the delivery. Okay, so what's the next one? I love knowing how life works. So there's a very general way to feel good. So you can just talk with yourself about how it is, why you came here, how the universe is set up, that you have an inner being, and what does that mean, and what's vibrational reality all about, and what's the path all about. And you just go down the list and you just have a little 2 or 3 minute discussion with yourself, and you can, no matter where you are in your day and what's going on, you can pull yourself out of yucky thoughts and remember who you are and why you're here and how good life is and how good you are. And all of a sudden, you're running down a stream of yummy thoughts. And now you're inviting the path of what you want again. You're increasing the good feeling thought energy. Let's see another one. I know there has to be a good feeling thought in here somewhere, right? So what we're doing is we're in a yucky place, but we're saying, oh, wait, now I know I've been learning. There's a good feeling thought in here. What's a good feeling thought? And you start saying that to yourself. So that's kind of like a paused situation. You're not yucky. You're just, it's possible. There could be, my inner being knows that there's a good feeling thought. What would my inner being be thinking? And then all of a sudden you start triggering yourself into talking about the creative. Well, my inner being knows that from the situation I've asked for what I want. It set it up. And then you go down the road with that conversation all over again. And you pull yourself into yummy thoughts. Life is great. This is a celebration. This is not a bad situation. This is a celebration. My life just got better. There's never a bad day. There's just days of asking and days of receiving, and we want to start doing a lot more receiving. The asking is instant. The receiving comes along in a time factor that our inner being finds a way to make it comfortable and easy and gentle for us, and satisfying and interesting. And yes, there's lots of action in there too. We live in a physical world, so this is not us sitting in a chair and people just dumping things in our lap. We're out and we're engaged and we're acting in life in all kinds of ways. Okay, the last one here. Why are things always working out for me? I love this one. This one is, you're in the middle of something and it does seem to you from faulty beliefs like it's a bad situation, but you know the creative process, you've been learning, and so you just take a few deep breaths, right? Just let yourself settle down, and then you say this thing, why are things always working out for me? And it's like people around you, if they heard you say it, are thinking, what is going on with you? What is wrong with you? All these things are happening, and you're just thinking, why are things always working out for me? Well, it is the situation is causing things to work out for you if you know the creative process, because you know that the contrast, the unwantedness of the situation means that there's a whole new desire born and a path to it and all kinds of good stuff. So then you back off of what's going on, and you think about how it's working out for you and how much fun it's going to be on the way there. And again, you just move yourself into a different dialogue, and then you can even talk about what it's going to be like when it gets delivered, how that new situation is going to look, and the details of that. So you can go right into the details and get some yummy thoughts going there. So, and there's lots of other ways you can turn yucky thoughts into yummy thoughts, but there's a lot of good statements for you right there. And when you know the creative process, these statements are very valuable to you, but when you don't know it, they don't really make a lot of sense. They probably won't move you very much, and that's why you want to know the creative process. So if you're not getting the full understanding from my videos here, you may want to consider diving into my book of life and getting that, because then you get to use this kind of strategy in terms of thought strategy. This is not a manifestation strategy. This is a thought strategy. This is a thinking strategy that allows you to move from yucky thoughts to yummy thoughts, and it's going to cause you to feel good. It's going to clean up your energy, and it's going to have you inviting the path to the details, to everything you want, because your vibration is going to be higher more in the day. You're going to be talking with the law of attraction in those more positive emotional ways, which is high vibration. So the happy life ingredient is yummy thoughts. Do anything and everything you can to keep improving and building on and increasing the amount of yummy thoughts in your day, and you will gradually see your life start to transform into an easy flowing day and life, and things just flowing in the way that you want them, all from this one yummy thought ingredient. So that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any comments, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.